thank you. Hello, good afternoon. We are Sandra from Mexico, Pure from Thailand, and I am Jesus from Mexico too. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Cynthia from Mexico.
I am Gloria from Mexico.
Hello, nice to meet you again. So, in this presentation, we are going to talk about environmental issues. That's the topic that we were studying last week, and as we know, there's a lot of different environmental issues. So, here we have overpopulation, soil contamination, erosion, loss of biodiversity, pollution, deforestation, and loss of clean drinking water. So there are different, but in this presentation we are going to focus on pollution. Yes. What kind of pollution? Air pollution. Yes. So, what do you think is the main polluter to the air?
Carbon dioxide. I don't remember the second word.
Carbon
Carbon
dioxide.
dioxide.
Dioxide. So it comes from burning fossil fuels. I mean gasoline, petrol, and from the cars, from factories, and the one that we use at home for heating. So here we're going to study one of the solutions for air pollution. That it is use of farmland to grow crops of biofuels. Do you know what is a biofuel? No.
It's like energy alternative.
Yes, alternative energies, green energies. I mean, it's a kind of fuels, but not from fossils. It's from plants. Yeah, and now we are going to analyze some kind of pros and cons about this solution.
Well, in this slide we can see some organic material which are combined to biofuels. For instance, corn, sugar, cane, sorghum, soybean, oil palm, and jatropha. The last one is considered brushes, which grow quickly in dry and lower lands. This jatropha don't need a lot of large amount of water too. After we have a picture. In this picture, jatropha is a product. After we need seeds or fruits that contain this oil. After that, we need some chemical products process and we obtain weights and oil. Weights is used for the farms like compost. There are some advantages about this solution for crops and farms. Crops can provide extra farm income, need less tilling and less agrochemical products, and help to revitalize rural communities. For farms, make maximum use of the lands, and there are financial opportunities.
So let's move on disadvantages. For the energy output, as you can see in the graph, it's the same level, but biodiesel has lower energy more than traditional like gasoline, some cars like that, and it requires greater quality to make biodiesel. And let's move on to producing carbon. As you can see in the picture, biodiesel and fossil diesel. You can see like biodiesel is produce carbon more than fossil diesel. And high cost too because of manufacturing and investment, so you need to use a lot of money to do that. And for water use, for irrigation and sustain local water resource, they're gonna decrease local water resource. And for the food price, because it's gonna be excess demand of food crops, so that price gonna be up, so that is unsustainable.
So we make some kind of survey around the UBC and ask people about this solution to the air pollution, and all of them tell us that it is a good solution. But if you study a little bit more and you have a higher background, we can conclude that maybe no, maybe it is not as good as we think. Because this solution requires a large area to produce a small amount of fuel. So that implies the increase of competition for land. I mean, it means that we are going to contribute to the climate change by deforesting. Yes, because we are going to use more land for biofuels. Because it is not only, I mean, as you say, it is expensive and requires a lot of energy to extract the oil from plants. So it is not sustainable because I'm going to produce ethanol to make the machine work, but with a lower efficiency. So farming food is a priority. It is our conclusion. If we use a lot of crop fields for biodiesel, it is not a priority. The priority is the food for us and for people and for animals. So, as a final conclusion, we think that it is not a good solution to this environmental issue. So, that's it, and thank you.